Bunzy'S vlog! Right, I'd like to talk to you about video games, and more specifically my idea for a video game, because I think a lot of people have ideas for video games, don't they? And you know, you get sick of playing the same sort of games over and over again, and they're very formulaic these days, video games. And that's kind of, I guess, why I haven't got into the PS4 or the Xbox One, because there's just too many first-person shooting games. And to be honest, the problem with first-person shooting games is just that people that have time to spend practicing and playing them constantly get so good at them that anyone like me, who only has a little bit of time occasionally, doesn't really stand a chance in a deathmatch, do you? Or a multiplayer game. You just, you know, you start playing, you know you're going to get killed 20 times before you get one, you know, you shoot someone once, and you know you're going to lose. And you know, it's alright, it's fun for a few minutes, but then it gets boring, doesn't it? It sort of gets depressing. And you know, there's so many different types of games that developers could make, and I'm sure the reason they don't make them is because they wouldn't be profitable, because not enough people would make them. I said not enough then, didn't I? I meant not enough. Yeah, so you know, not enough people would play them, so that's probably why they don't get made. But I've had an idea for a game that I think would be great, and you know, I suppose you could base it on a film, but it's not specifically the story of a film. And some of my idea has been done a bit before in the Grand Theft Auto games, but just touched upon. And what my idea is something that, you know, I'm quite happy if a video games company nicks it, because if you do, at least it gets made. I've not got the ability to make it, and I wouldn't know how to pitch it to anyone. And if I did pitch it, they could nick it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But all I'm saying is, if you do nick this idea, if you're one of the big game companies, just please do me a favour and send me a free copy. That's all I ask. You're going to make millions, or you're not going to make anything at all, in which case, you know, don't worry about me. It's probably a rubbish game. You should have done it better. You know, shouldn't steal people's ideas and then ruin them. But my idea is this. It's a simulation game where you play the part of a 1980s stockbroker. Yeah, it's basically like Wall Street the video game. Yeah, so you know, you could take little bits of Grand Theft Auto, but the whole idea of the game is to make money from stocks and dodgy deals and stuff like that. So you know, you're buying and selling stuff a little bit like they did in Grand Theft Auto, but also as you buy and sell stuff, you get the lifestyle as well. So you start off just on the trading floor, yeah? And you have to listen out for tips and stuff from different traders, and you're just a runner. But then obviously, you know, you get promoted because maybe, you know, something you've heard, you tell someone else, like you do like a little inside deal with someone, and you tell them, and you know, you tell your boss about it, and maybe that person gets sacked for being an inside trader, or maybe what you find out about is worth loads of money. So, you know, the story arcs in two different ways, and then you get into trading and you work your way up. But, you know, you're not an honest trader, because that would be boring. You're a dodgy trader. So you do anything you possibly can in order to make money. And, you know, throughout the game, the sort of, you know, different, the police are sort of after you because they know that, you know, deep down you're dodgy, but they can't prove anything. And I guess it could be kind of like a God game, but also kind of slightly open world, because you could have the lifestyle and you could have the gorgeous wife and, you know, the Malibu beach house and the mansions and the helicopters and all that stuff. You're basically a bit like Gordon Gekko, yeah, the Michael Douglas character from Wall Street, but, you know, there's more to it than that. And I just think it will make an amazing game. And I love the idea of, you know, buying stuff when it's low and selling it when it's high. And I also like the idea of buying companies that you know are going to go through the floor and not be worth anything, and do the sort of like Big Short like they did in the film The Big Short, which hasn't been done before in a game. So if anyone's watching who's in a games company, feel free to talk to me about the idea. I'm quite willing for you to make it. The only thing I ask is a free copy and, you know, a bit of a backhander. You know, 5%, I'm happy. Cheers. Yeah, I want to see that game made. And okay, so it might not be the biggest selling game ever, but then again it might be. If you've got any ideas for games, or you can add to my idea and make it even better, drop a comment down below and let's see what happens, which will probably be nothing. Cheers, bye!